Welcome back to Softball 360. I'm Natalie Kane, hanging out at the ballpark where a lot of sports memories are created.
Yeah, probably growing up playing baseball. I grew up playing traveling baseball and stuff as a kid. So traveling around the state, seeing all the cool ballparks all around were a lot of fun for me.
I kicked a guy's glove out when I went into second and they tried to throw me out.
Watching my sisters play softball inspired me to play softball when I was older.
Speaking of sports memories, it's time for another chapter out of the summer of softball. We're talking about a tournament that takes place in the other Dakota, you know, the one north of South. It's in Bismarck and it's called McQuades.
Welcome to the wonderful world of McQuades. One of the biggest tournaments in the world, going on 37 years now. McQuades has become a softball tradition in the upper Midwest.
There's really 3 holidays a year. McQuades, opening pheasant, opening deer. Christmas and all that is along in there, but those are 3 events that families look forward to.
Each year, more than 450 teams flock to the fantastic fields and facilities in Bismarck, North Dakota. All this is for charity. Close to $100,000 is raised and stays right here in the local community. For the folks who stage this softball extravaganza, it's always an emotional weekend.
This whole event, not even 2.5 days, is so overwhelming. We have a banquet in August where we give away the charity funds, and I bawl like a baby. I'm not even gonna lie. And to be Sam McQuade Sr.'s granddaughter, I mean, it's so special. I feel like a rock star in this place, but at the same time, everyone feels like a rock star here. It's the checks we give out at the end of 50 different charities.
Because that's the heart and soul of our tournament, is raising money for local charities. And with 457 teams, we know that we're going to raise some money. The money's spread around to a lot of organizations and charities that can use that money.
The tourney kicked off on Friday night with an opening ceremony honoring the U.S. military. And this year, McQuades continues to evolve. Games featuring Team USA and the North Dakota Military All-Stars.
So we want to come in with the best players that we have and try to compete with them and get some good entertainment for the fans.
Now McQuades has taken the sport to the world as a softball ambassador to Ireland.
One of my roles in softball in Europe is the Slow Pitch Development Commissioner. And in Europe, we're trying to get ourselves organized in terms of more organized play in terms of slow pitch. It's just experience the whole thing, learn from the coaches, and then just take it back to Europe. My mind boggles at the fact that there's 450 teams here for the weekend. I mean, the biggest tournament, I think, in Ireland, we've managed to maybe get about 40 or 50 teams. That's a huge tournament for us. To coin an American expression, it's awesome.
McQuades transcends the sport. It's much more than just a softball celebration. It continues to give back and create memories that'll last a lifetime.
Every one of these players, family members, you know, if I look this little guy coming up right here, someday he's gonna say, "Dad, you remember when we went to McQuades?"
It just shows how much North Dakota cares.
Another great year at McQuades, a tournament that continues to give back. We've got plenty more softball action coming your way, so stick around.
Still ahead, 2 big shows. Grind versus Conseco in the Battle of Titans in LA. And later, Easton, Combat, and Team Gordy are ready to get it on at Citi Field in New York. Team Gordy's playing for charity, helping out recovering softball legend, the old scout, Gordy Hegel. We caught up with Gordy at his home in upstate New York, recovering from nearly a year in the hospital.
It's been a struggle, but I'm getting it.
For details on how you can hit a grand slam for Gordy, log on to softball360.com.